What kind of man does a woman truly respect? From the title, you already know where we're headed, but trust me, there's more to this than meets the eye. Respect. What does it really mean? For different people, it can mean different things. Some might think it's all about money, power, or physical strength. But let's pause for a moment. Is a man respected simply because he's wealthy? Because he's got a muscular build and can throw a punch? Or is it something deeper? Let's get real. If a woman respects you only because of your money, what happens when that money fades, when the financial tides turn? Respect vanishes with it. If it was just the money she respected, it was never really you in the first place. And if respect is born out of fear because of your physical strength, what happens when someone stronger comes along? The respect is as fleeting as the fear it was built on. So, before we answer the question, what kind of man does a woman respect? Let's take a step back and ask, what makes a woman lose respect for you in the first place? Today's discussion will be broken down into 3 powerful segments. 1. Why might a woman lose respect for you? 2. What type of man does a woman truly respect? 3. How can you regain respect if it's been lost? Please make sure you watch until the end, because the last one might just be the most important. With that being said, let's jump right in. No fluff, just straight talk. Number 1. What leads to disrespect? First up, let's talk about self-respect. If you don't respect yourself, why should anyone else? Respect starts from within. Think about it. Do you truly love yourself? Because self-love is the foundation of self-respect. When you love yourself, you set boundaries, you know your worth, and you don't allow anyone to treat you any less. But if you're constantly doubting yourself, looking down on who you are, then that's a recipe for losing respect, not just from others, but from yourself. Respect isn't something you can demand, it's something you earn. It can't be forced through fear or aggression. If you try to strong-arm someone into respecting you, all you'll get is fear, and fear is temporary. The moment that fear is gone, so is any semblance of respect. True respect is rooted in mutual understanding and trust. Secondly, let's address the nice guy syndrome. Now, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with being kind, but being a pushover, that's a different story. There's a thin line between kindness and being a doormat. When you're kind, you help others without losing yourself in the process. But when you're so nice that you forget your own needs, you start losing respect. Not just from others, but from yourself too. Remember, it's okay to say no. It's okay to stand up for what you want. Kindness doesn't mean compromising your own happiness. Now, reliability is crucial. If you're the type of guy who says one thing and does another, how can anyone take you seriously? Reliability builds respect. If you're constantly flaking on plans, breaking promises, or saying things just to keep the peace without any intention of following through, you're on a fast track to losing respect. People notice when your words don't match your actions, and trust me, it chips away at their respect for you. Let's also talk about hygiene. Women respect men who take care of themselves, both mentally and physically. Hygiene isn't just about smelling good. It's about showing that you care about yourself and others. A man who is considerate enough to clean up after himself, whether it's wiping down the bathroom after using it or simply making sure the toilet is clean after he's done, shows a level of respect for the shared space and the people around him. It's a small act, but it speaks volumes about your character. Think about it. Would you respect someone who leaves a mess for others to clean up? Probably not. So let's not forget hygiene, because a clean, considerate man earns respect in more ways than one. Another key point: do you respect her? Respect is a two-way street. You can't expect someone to respect you if you're constantly belittling them, using harsh words, or dismissing their feelings. It's like trying to build a house on quicksand. It just doesn't work. If you treat her with disrespect, don't be surprised when it comes back your way. A relationship built on mutual respect is strong, but when that respect is one-sided or absent, the relationship is bound to falter. And let's not forget neediness. Acting desperate or making someone the center of your universe is a surefire way to lose their respect. No one wants to be in a relationship where they feel like they're the only thing holding the other person together. Show some self-respect, value yourself, and others will value you too. If you place your worth solely in someone else's hands, you give away your power, and with it, your self-respect. Lastly, lying. Oh man, if you're constantly spinning tales, changing your story, or getting caught up in your own web of deceit, respect will fly out the window faster than you can say, "I'm sorry." Trust is the bedrock of respect. Without it, everything crumbles. When you lie, you not only lose others' trust, but you also lose your own sense of integrity. And without integrity, self-respect is impossible. So if you want respect from others and yourself, it starts with self-respect. Take care of yourself, be reliable, maintain your integrity, and don't overlook the small things, like hygiene, that speak volumes about who you are. When you respect yourself in every aspect of life, others will naturally follow suit. Number 2, the type of man a woman respects. So, who is the man that women truly respect? Let's break it down. This isn't about physical strength, bank account size, or how many people you can intimidate. The man that earns genuine respect is the man who knows his worth and isn't afraid to walk away when that worth isn't recognized. This is crucial because when you understand your value, everything changes. You see, knowing your worth isn't just about having confidence, it's about setting standards for yourself. It's about not allowing anyone to treat you as if you're anything less than deserving of respect, love, and kindness. When you grasp this, you'll find that you won't settle for less. You won't chase after people who aren't willing to meet you where you are. You won't beg someone to stay when they've already shown you through their actions, or lack thereof, that they don't want to be there. Here's the thing. When you refuse to tolerate disrespect, it sends a powerful message. You respect yourself. And that self-respect is non-negotiable. This isn't about being stubborn or proud. It's about recognizing that your peace of mind, your dignity, and your self-esteem are far more valuable than any relationship or situation that requires you to compromise them. Walking away isn't a sign of weakness, despite what some might think. In fact, it's the ultimate display of strength. It takes immense courage to walk away from something or someone you care about, because you know deep down that you deserve better. It's easy to stay in a situation where you're disrespected or undervalued. Familiarity can be comforting even when it's toxic. But to say, "I deserve more, and I'm willing to let go to find it," shows a profound understanding of self-worth. And here's the magic of it all. When a woman sees that you're a man who isn't afraid to walk away, she can't help but respect you. Why? Because she knows that you're not going to allow anyone, including her, to mistreat you. This doesn't mean you're looking for reasons to leave or that you're not willing to work through challenges. It means that you have a clear sense of your own value, and you won't compromise on that. Let's talk about self-love for a moment. Self-love isn't just about treating yourself to nice things or taking care of your physical appearance. It's about how you see yourself when no one else is watching. It's about the standards you set for your life and the way you allow others to treat you. When you genuinely love and respect yourself, you're naturally going to attract respect from others. Why? Because people take cues from you on how to treat you. If you're someone who values yourself, others will follow suit. You won't have to demand respect. It'll be given freely. People will see that you're a person of substance, someone who stands by their principles and who isn't afraid to stand alone if necessary. That kind of integrity is rare, and it's incredibly powerful. When you carry yourself with that level of self-respect, you're not just living up to your potential, you're setting an example for others to follow. In essence, the man a woman respects is the one who respects himself first and foremost. He's the man who knows his worth and refuses to settle for anything less. He's the man who isn't afraid to walk away when necessary, not out of anger or pride, but out of a deep sense of self-love and respect. And that, my friends, is the kind of man who commands respect, not just from women, but from everyone around him. Number 3, regaining respect. But what if you've already lost respect in a relationship? Is it game over? Not necessarily. Regaining respect is tough. Sometimes it might feel impossible, but it can be done. Let's start with this. Don't beat yourself up. I get it. It's easy to sink into a pit of regret, replaying every mistake you made, wondering if you could have done things differently. But here's the truth. Regret won't change the past. Acknowledge where things went wrong, but don't dwell on it. Learn from it. Recognize the moments where you let things slide, where you compromised your values, where you let fear or insecurity dictate your actions. Those moments are in the past, and while you can't change them, you can learn from them. Now, cut out the behaviors that led to disrespect in the first place. It's not just about what others think, it's about how you show up in the world. Whether it's lying, being a pushover, or not respecting yourself, make a conscious effort to change. Start by identifying the habits that are dragging you down. Are you someone who says yes when you really mean no? Do you avoid conflict even when it's necessary just to keep the peace? Or maybe you've let dishonesty slip into your life, thinking it was a shortcut to getting what you want. It's time to stop. Respect starts with you, with how you treat yourself. If you don't respect yourself, it's hard to expect others to do so. Here's a vital point. Don't force respect. Respect is like a delicate plant. You can't make it grow by yanking on it. You can't make someone respect you, but you can earn it back by becoming the best version of yourself. Focus on self-improvement, not on trying to manipulate someone into seeing you differently. Become the kind of person who naturally commands respect by living with integrity, by standing up for what you believe in, and by treating others and yourself with dignity. This isn't about putting on a show for others. It's about genuinely becoming a better, stronger, more authentic version of yourself. Remember, fear fades, but true respect lasts, and it all starts with how you see yourself. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." In other words, don't let someone else's disrespect shape who you are. Instead, rise above it. Become better. Hold your head high, not out of arrogance, but out of a deep, unshakable belief in your own worth. So if you've lost respect in a relationship, start by regaining it within yourself. Own your mistakes, commit to change, and let your actions speak louder than your words. True respect is earned, not demanded, and it starts with you. So to sum it up, it all comes down to self-respect. When you know your worth, when you set boundaries, when you love yourself enough to walk away from anything less than you deserve, that's when you'll find that others respect you too. Thanks for tuning in today. If you found this video helpful, give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to join our growing community. Remember, self-respect is the foundation of all respect. Love yourself, and everything else will follow. Catch you in the next video. Take care, and cheers.